guys, okie doke. I am doing my penbuary piece live today. So I thought, get your thing square. It's a bit wonky. There we go. He's all square again. I am going to do a pair of elephants for my penbuary piece today. So I'm going to start. This is a reference of Unsplash. I'm just going to go straight in with ballpoint pen because I can. It's all about practicing building skills. Righto, so her trunk goes like this. And then it comes back down. I'll just get her outline in first. And her back's up higher. Oops, I'm going to use my bit of paper there because I've got, give me a hand. Oh, hi Laurie, how you going? Oh my God, I thought you were out and about. I thought you were out driving. I didn't realise you were home. So I'm doing my penbuary piece today here on the doodah, on the live doodah. Because I thought I'm going to multitask. We got home, put food away. Oh, cool, bananas. What are we having for dinner? It's a hot day down here. Is it hot up there? Because you guys are always hot. You haven't thinking me. Hi, Ian. How you going? Hi, Team Bubba. How you going? So I'm doing my penbuary piece, but I thought I'd do it live today. I went to art class this morning, and I thought I'm inspired. I did watercolours this morning. Are you raining? Oh, cool. Rain's good, except for the flooding in bit. That's not so cool. So you're still flooded in? But, yeah, so I went to art class this morning, and I did watercolours. I did 2 watercolours, which are buried in my bag somewhere. I'd show you guys, but I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to do the basic outline. Now I've got to practice what I preach here. I get a bit of paper to wipe my inky bits of my ballpoint pen. And then I'm going to just do the outline of this mum elephant. So her front leg comes down here. That's just a fraction longer than... Hi, Elf, how you going? It's a little bit blurry on my screen, isn't it? I can't really reset my focus, though, while I'm on live. So I'm afraid it's going to have to be a little bit blurry, guys, just a little bit. I thought I'd set it right, but my zoomy thing, but I don't know if I can get into it while I'm drawing without losing my stream, so I won't risk it this time. Hasn't rained in 3 months. Oh, yeah. We've been getting some, but we need a whole lot more. I think we're due to get storms the end of this week. So, but we've got 30 degrees centigrade today. And I'm going to do her calf as well. So, yeah, 30 degrees centigrade, which I have no idea what, I think that's about 90 in Fahrenheit-ish. But there's supposed to be storms of Savo, I think. But whether there's any rain in it is a whole other story. It'll be just storms, I reckon, which is what we had last week. Oops, got to clear off my screeny thing. I've got little pop-ups coming up. 8-year drought. Yeah, I know. It's been so tough. You guys have been hit the hardest up there in Queensland, that's for sure. I didn't ever think you were going to get rain again. So I'm doing this calf, and I'm just doing her outline. Her little trunk, and I can actually fix things as I go, even though I'm doing it in pen first. I can modify lines and go over it in shading and stuff to help if I bugger up any lines, which I will do, I'm sure. But I'm just going to get the basic outline in. So yeah, I thought I'd go rogue today and just have a play live stream. It wasn't planned at all. So thanks for coming along, guys. It's a wonderful surprise having you all here. I thought I might have been on my own because it wasn't scheduled or anything. So, yeah, it's very good to have you guys all coming here and supporting. Have a nasty headache. Oh, no. That's no good. Yeah, headaches knock you about bad. But, Yeah, my twin sister, I've got a twin sister, and she gets really bad, used to get really bad migraines when we were young. So I've done this elephant, the calf's back too low, so I'm going to modify that, and you'll see how I can correct things as I go. Yeah, I have my invisible friends, Laurie. I'm never alone. So yeah, no, but I didn't know because I thought I didn't even check the clocks or where anyone was. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go rogue and I'm going to do it. And if it's on my own, oh well, whoopee. But it's awesome because everyone's here. The whole family's here. So it's a bit cool. Oops, I just pressed the thing. Oh, I can make a moderator. I've just found add a moderator. Can I make you a moderator, Laurie? I'm going to make you a... Oh, I made Elf a moderator. Oh, that's okay. I like Elf. Okay. But you don't have to stay. I accidentally did that, so I'm happy for you to... I can undo that if I can figure out how to do it. There we go. I think... Okay, I've made you a moderator, Laurie. I hope you don't mind. Is that okay? Yeah, take care, Elf. I'm sorry I made you a moderator, mate. I pressed the wrong button, but if you don't mind, that's all awesome. And if you do, I can unclick you, but it doesn't matter. Got to go pack. Yes, cool. Have fun. That's okay. Not a problem. Okie doke. So I'm just working on this little elephant now, the calf. So I'm just getting their basicest outlines in. And now I'll start to pop. Oops, I'm getting all these little pop-ups. I don't know how to make them go away. Go away, little pop-ups. So I'm going to do her ear now. And it just comes down to just below her chin. And it's sort of folded there. So that's all right. We can do that. And now I'll start to add a little bit of shading. So that's the basic outline of the two elephants. I'll pop the ground in as well. Oh, she's got a back leg. Can't forget her leg. Can't forget Mum's leg. Oops. Okay. So her leg sort of comes in behind the bubs. Why is that doing? I think my screen's doing stuff, and I don't know why my screen's doing stuff. I can't make it go away. Okay, I'll just have to leave it there. So if I can't see your... Oh, there we go. I can... Hi, Nell. How you going? Hi, Aldo. Okay. Yeah, there's been some nasty things going around, especially with all this other stuff in overseas. We've got a few cases of that coronavirus here, but not a lot, thank goodness. So I'm just going to start on a bit of detail. I'll leave the light in the eye, just a little glimmer of light there. So how have you been, Nell? And I'm just going to pop the lines down her trunk. Actually, I've got to pop this shadow. I'm going to go shadow. I'm going to go shadow up here. And I'm just using my normal old ballpoint pen, my Bic pen, good old Bic pen. And I'm just going to try, I've been practicing my shading with pens and trying to get it as smooth as I possibly can. And these pens are really good. They've got a finer nib to do the finer shading, and I use a thicker nib for my heavier stuff. Ian Jackson, they have a giveaway. Give it a new name that I forgot. I'm forever forgetting things. Forever forgetting things. I think my middle name's forgetful, except I forgot. Okay, so I'm just going to work up this shading up her ear. She's got a bit of shading here. So I hope this works out. We shall see. We shall see. I thought it was a bit of a challenge with an elephant because they've got an awful lot of texture going on. But I thought I need to work on that sort of stuff with my pens. So I'm practicing as you do. Show hubby the African dog. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud of how he turned out. So, and I love those pit pens. They are awesome. And you can get a really cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud of how he turned out. So, and I love those pit pens. They are awesome. And you can get a beautiful, I get the wobbles. Oh, thanks, Elf. Yeah, the tigers are fun. So I blobbed in ink. Tigers are fun. And I haven't done an awful lot of big cats in the past. That's something I've only just started doing in the last year or two. I've just started to just be brave and have a go at everything. Oh, you got some. Oh, you'll have to tell me what you think of them when you've used them. So yeah, highly recommend them. They're awesome. And I pretty much use them every day now. Like if I'm doing a watercolor, I've got my pit pen sitting next to me, and I'll use them. I usually incorporate them in. I'll mix media it now. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I should have gone. No, it's all right. I was going to thinking whether I should have run the lines sideways, but I can always cross hatch a little bit like that and darken up shadowy bits here and there. But I'm sort of just fiddling and learning as I go. She's got dark shadows here. Okay. So I'm looking up as often as I can, guys. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, just filling in. She's very dark around here and not quite so dark under her chin. So I'm going to start on her left side and work my way to her back end, and then the bub. Because if I do any, I tend to jump around a lot when I draw, but I've got to, with ink, I've got to keep focused and stay on an end and work my way across the piece, because otherwise I smudge it everywhere. So not a good look. Did that the other day. I can't remember what I was working on, and I ended up with a giant blob. Oh, he's a little bit blurry. That's a shame. I thought I got it clear. Sorry, guys. I don't think I can alter it while I'm on live. That's okay, Elf. I've never heard it called troll patrol. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I accidentally hit the button and I don't know how to undo it yet. But if you're happy to be, I'm happy to have you. That's awesome. You're one of the crew. Okay, so I'll just pop a bit of shadow in there. Okay, run it down her ear. I don't know if I can alter it so it looks a bit clearer. Oh, that's a bit better. That's a bit better, isn't it, guys? I'll just move it a little bit that way. Don't say blob around. Yeah, I have blob. Yeah, I'm blobbing. I'm blobbing with my ink. I'm like Calamity Jenny. If I can make a mess, I will. It's like Murphy's Law except Jenny's Law. Okay. So now I'm just going to, it's a bit hard doing that way. So I'm very softly, catchy monkey. Going to fill in her trunk with a very light pen tone. I'm blue on quite a few lives, but it's dinner time here and then shut off. Yeah. Don't know. Well, yeah, it's because it's lunchtime here. It was just after lunch here. So I came home. I went to art class this morning. Had a little bit of lunch when I got home. And yeah, now I'm elephanting. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to darken up. I don't like how I've done it there. I'm gonna darken up this shadow just here. Up her nose. Right. It'll come together, I'm sure. I always start, and when I start a piece, I worry and I think, uh-oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I have little panic attacks. But it usually works. It usually comes out in the end. Usually. You just got to, sometimes you've got to get through the messy bit where it looks like a bit of a dog's breakfast. And it does come together when you add a bit of detail. Okay. So I'm just shading in the ear. And I don't think, I'm going to leave some of the paper white. I'm not going to fill the whole elephant. I'm going to see how that, I'll try that effect today, like leaving a little bit, because they are very textured, but I can add texture in areas just to work a different area. You got this. I'm working my way around. I watched a fellow, an awesome pen artist. His name's Demoose Art, DEMOOSE Art, and he is the most phenomenal pen artist. And he solely works in, well, he does do other art, but he mostly does ballpoint pen, and it's just breathtaking to watch. And yeah, he's like, photographic. It's just incredible. And the things he can do with a ballpoint pen to create reality and lifelike art is incredible. Okie dokie, Elf. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. Hope you feel better soon. I'll catch you next time. I know it's late. Like I said, it was an impromptu one, so thanks for coming at all. I really appreciate it. So it's awesome. Just, yeah, take care and make sure you get rid of that headache. So I'm going to just shadow her leg, and she's got a dark shadow at the front of her leg. So I'm just going to cross hatch. So, yeah, I did a few watercolours. I did 2 watercolours this morning. What did I do? I can't remember what I did now. I did, an owl, and I did kangaroos, a herd of kangaroos. Was my 2 watercolours in art class this morning. So I really wanted to do my pen piece today. Okay. And I thought I'll just, because I've been doing penbuary, which is a video every day for the month of February, or at least a drawing every day. I mean, I could probably do a video every couple of days and incorporate two pieces into one video. But I'm having a bit of fun with it at the second, and they don't take me a terribly long time. You know, I'm quite a quick drawer. Quick draw. Sound like a gunslinger. I'm a quick drawer. So, yeah, it doesn't, you know, it's quite easy. The longest part for me is doing the editing and getting it uploaded. That's where the time is. The art itself comes easy. The editing, not so much. And this takes me about as long as what the other pieces you'll see that I've done on my page. This is about my speed of work, of the rate I work. So I'm just popping his toes in, and her toes in. Sorry, she's a she because she's got a baby. So she's got, I can see 4 of her toes. So I'll just take that one around there. And they're not symmetric, so that's good. And then her foot sort of flattens out there. Righto. So now, and she's got darker shadow just here. So I'll do that. I actually got some new pens too on the way home. I stopped in at our post office and I found all these multicoloured ballpoint pens. So I went, ooh, no, I need them. So I actually ended up getting myself some more multicoloured ballpoint pens. So I can feel a lot of pen art coming on. All right. So I'm going to colour down the back of this leg, just in fine little gentle strokes. And just give that leg a little bit of cross hatching to create shape, in theory. in theory. And we're nearly at the weekend, guys. What's Thursday here, so we've only got tomorrow, and then it's Friday. Yay, I love Fridays. So what's everyone got happening for the rest of the week and the weekend? What have you all got on? I've got my brother coming down, which will be nice. I haven't seen him in forever. Just for a couple of hours in the morning, so that'll be cool. And what's everyone else up to? Apart from that, I'm staying home because I love home. Okay. She's got quite a deep shadow from her shoulder down like this. And I'm just going to cross hatch and take that in the, and the cross hatch on elephants works really well because it gives them their wrinkly texture. So that worked well. So you learn as you go. And she's got quite a defined edge on her ear with little jiggly bits out of it. I think she's an Asian elephant because they've got little ears. Indian elephants, African elephants, sorry, have got big ears, and Asian elephants have got little ones. We've got a group of Asian elephants at our zoo here, and they are absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning things. And she's got her shoulder, which I will add the shadows because she's sort of in mottled light, which is a bit cool. And her shadow goes, I'm just going to do that way first. And take that down her shoulder. Like that. And I've got to rub my ink off my pen again because the ink gathers on the nib. And when that happens, you can end up with a blibby blob. And I don't want a blibby blob. Not unless I want it deliberately. So again, cross hatching. And that gives also the elephant skin texture, which is cool because I've been mainly doing fur textured animals. So I haven't been doing a lot of an awful lot of skin texture. I've just been working on fur texture. Right. So now I start on this other leg. She's starting to come together. Starting to. There we go. And that leg's back a little bit. So I just try and keep the lines fine. Keep going down her leg. And actually that leg is almost in complete darkness. So I will do more dark on this leg. But I'll do her feet in first. So I can see she's got one toe there. She's got one toe there. And again, I don't know whether I told you, I got this off Unsplash, this reference picture. So I just Googled elephants on Unsplash and this lovely little pair popped up. And I like to do more than one animal. When I do an animal, I like to do two or a group, have a little herd, a little scene happening. Now, I'm not particularly good at backgrounds, but I like to do more than one animal at a time. It just gives the picture a bit more life, I think. Very lightly pen in this leg colour because that leg is nearly all completely in shadow. Just take that so lightly down her leg. Daniela making learning art. Hi, how you going? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this was a spontaneous one today. I just thought I came home from art class and I had to do my penbuary piece. Or I didn't have to, but I wanted to do my penbuary piece. No pressure to do it. But I did watercolours in art class. So I thought I'm going to come home and I'm going to do a live. And if it all falls apart, well, whoopee, I'm with a bunch of friends. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, so this was an impromptu one. was completely unplanned. But I usually live on a weekend, but I've got stuff on at the weekend. I'm home, but I've got a busy weekend, so I don't know that I'll get time to live at the weekend. So yeah, I apologise if it's a little bit blurry. I set the camera and I thought I had it right, but I can't alter it now without turning everything off and going into the settings. So I don't want to, I've moved it a little bit to make it looking a bit better, but yeah, I love pen. I've fallen back in love with pen. It's just it's therapy to me. I just love it. It's so mesmerizing. So I've been watching videos. I was just saying before, Daniela, there's a guy called Demoose Art, and I've been watching him, and he does the most magnificent portraits, and he's all in ballpoint pen. He does animal art as well, but predominantly people portraits and sports stars and things like that. But oh my goodness, is he amazing to watch. So I've been watching Demoose Art for techniques and getting ideas, and he's on Twitch as well. So I don't know whether you do Twitch, but definitely worth a watch if you love drawing and sketching and colouring in pen. I'm the teacher. No, I'm not the teacher. Oh my God. No. I've got an awesome teacher. He's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful wildlife artist, one of the best in the country. So he's gorgeous, gorgeous artist. He's on Instagram. I've gone, because I'm on the spot, I've gone completely, I've gone completely blank on names. But he's got an Instagram page, and he's a magnificent artist, Australian wildlife artist, or all wildlife artist. So yeah, he's my teacher. And when I go to, I'm alternating terms. I do human portraits and figurative stuff as well, but I've had to alternate, pick one for a term, and I'll alternate between terms. And my other teacher, Shay, is a portraitist, and she's an incredible portrait artist. So she's been teaching me human form. Yeah, but this morning's was wildlife with Will. So William Ritchie, that's it. So if you Google William Ritchie on Instagram, he is a magnificent artist. And yeah, he's my art teacher. So he's my animal art teacher, and getting me better with my animals and watercolour. So, and yeah, my human portraitist is Shay Downer, who is also on Instagram, I think. But yeah, both online art, or not online artists, but both have websites and things. So worth having a look at, guys. They're based here in Australia. So yeah, just follow the shape of the skin. I think pen's becoming my new thing, Daniela. It's definitely becoming my new thing. What's my time and day? Okay, we are, sorry, I'm popping around, I'm missing bits of the chat. So it's Thursday afternoon at 2:30 in the afternoon. So I've just had lunch and sat down to get some drawing done. So yeah, so it's a beautiful time of day. The house is, Scott and April are out blacksmithing and shoeing horses and being busy, and the house is all mine. My other daughter's at work, so I'm arting, and it's lovely. Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Daniela. But yeah, I'm not much of a teacher. I'm a good talker, but I'm not much of a teacher. But I do love a chat. I do love a chat. So yeah, I don't know that I'd make much of a teacher at all. But I love being part of it. I love being part of it. So I've got to try and do this cross hatch and try and keep the shape of her body. 7:30 Wednesday night. Oh, that's a perfect time now. That's awesome. 9 o'clock. Or coffee, or no, maybe not coffee o'clock because it's nearly bedtime, but yeah, I love it when it comes towards the end of the week. It's my favourite time. I'm a full-time artist. All I do is literally this all day, every day. So I don't go out to work. I'm home. But I still love weekends. I still get excited about Fridays. As silly as that sounds, I still get excited as if I'm going to this. And I don't have weekends off. I still draw and paint on weekends as well. It's 7 days a week gig here. If I'm not doing a video, I'm practicing, or so I don't ever stop. So I don't actually have a day off, but I still feel like weekends are pretty cool. Time travel. I am in tomorrow. Yeah. And we have New Year's before everyone else. And actually, I've got friends one year. They did New Year's and they did world travel. So they had New Year's here and then they flew to different countries and had like 3 New Year's in a row. So that was pretty cool. Oh, they went to New Zealand. That's right. They went to New Zealand because New Zealand has the first New Year. Then they came here and had New Year in Sydney, and then they went overseas and had it over there somewhere, which was so cool. It was a fun idea. So, yeah, they had just like 3 days of New Year because we're sort of second on the calendar for date changes. I think the Antarctic's first because we're sort of close to the Antarctic. We've got Tasmania and between us and there, and then nothing. Then it's just ice. 10:30 Wednesday night. Oh, okie doke, cool. Yeah, see, it's I sometimes I very rarely stay up late. I'm usually I go to bed quite early. I'm a sort of 9:30 at the latest, 10 o'clock. I'll sit up if I'm drawing or watching a movie or something. I'll sit up a bit later, or if I get involved in someone's live stream, which I have been doing a lot of lately. I've been sitting up and watching live streams or waking up at 1 a.m. and watching live streams because 1 a.m. here is sort of normal time of day over there. But yeah, been loving getting into the live streams, so I've been watching a few of those. So I reckon Mum's getting there. Yep, constantly learning. Never ends. All progress and all practice. And it never ends. Always got room to improve. Always something to learn. And I love watching all different styles of artists too. I've got a varied taste. Like I like the acrylic pours. I like photorealism. I like some anime. Never done it in my life, but I appreciate it. But the live streams, I watch a handful. I watch Ian's. Ian's here. So I think Ian's still here. But I watch Ian's and I watch, he's a brilliant watercolorist. And who else do I watch? And Diane, and she's an acrylic. And who else do I watch? Oh, well, all of the Chrissy's crew. So there's Anthony and Nell and I can't remember. I've gone completely blank. Goswina. I watch, if I'm awake, I'll watch everyone's lives. So, yeah, I'm a live fan. I love watching lives because I love a chat. It's my downfall. I just talked the leg off a chair. Talk the leg off 2 chairs. Okay, so I'm going to have to give this just the lightest shading down her leg. The lightest. And with pen, you want it darker, you press heavier. You want it lighter, you press lighter. So I'm going as light as I possibly can on the inside of that leg. Oh, thanks, Ian. Yeah, it's getting there. It's a pen. I'm just loving learning pen techniques. It is so much fun and it's so relaxing. I'd imagine I can't knit to save myself. It's like knitting. You're just doing little repetitive patterns and it's almost hypnotic. Drawing with pen is hypnotic. It's the only way to describe it. And I find I'm taking more and more time. It's slowing me down and making me think more about what I do, which is what I need to do with my art. I need to take more time and break things down more and be more precise, and pen forces you to do that. So I'm finding it's really helping all of my art across the board. And it all started with Inktober. I did Inktober with a group of girls on YouTube. So that's the Laurie Files and Aurora's Art World and who else? And Stevie Biffin. We all did, and yeah, we all did Inktober together pretty much. We didn't do it together, but we found each other doing that. And that's where my passion for ink and pens came in, because until that point I hadn't used ink. So yeah, it's been a lot of growth since October, art-wise, which has been great because one can never learn too much. That's all we do in life, isn't it? Constantly learning. And then when you think you've learned it, you learn something else. So I'm just doing her. Did I hear my name mentioned? You did. Hello, Aurora. I was just chatting about how we all met on Inktober, and up until then, I hadn't done ink. I hadn't used ink. I literally started about 3 weeks before Inktober to try and see how I went with it, and it set me off on this whole pen path. So, which is a bit of fun. But yes, you did hear your name. I was talking about you. So yeah, guys, pop over and check out Aurora's channel too. And check out Penbuary, and also Aurora's doing one, and it's called Drawson, and they do a drawing or a set of drawings every week. Like they have a prompt a week for 52 weeks. Is that? Yeah, that's right. And yeah, it's called Drawson. So that's a fun one, and you can join into that too. So that's a great way to keep your drawing skills in. The more, the better. The more drawing one can do, the better. So just start on the bub now. I've got to actually darken up. She's quite dark here because now I've got her she's almost all one tone. I've got to give her some more shadow definition. So I'm going to darken up where I see it all a bit darker. And I'll just just go with cross hatching. Got to stick to the cross hatching because if you do lines, you end up with it looking too heavy. Because I've got to give her now some dimension. And she's got a dark bit here. Her brow, I forgot her brow, so I'll do that. Just the lightest little lines. Got 2 guest artists for the next 2 weeks, then March starts. Awesome. It's going to be so exciting, so exciting. So yeah, it'll be fun now. It's exciting to know that you're going to have guest artists and a new partner in crime. That'll be awesome. So the world's your oyster, Aurora. The world is your oyster. Or as I like to say, my clam. The world's your clam. Okay, so now I'm going to go back through and just darken up the darkest darks. Yeah, I like making up things. So if there's a saying, I inherited that from my dad. If there's a saying, I'll usually twist it around and turn it into something stupid because that's what I do. I've got it down to an art. Yeah, I muddle up words like, you know how people get vertigo and they get all trippy? If I look up, I fall over. I can't look up without tripping over, and I don't know what it is. But instead of calling it vertigo, because I'm 50-odd, I call it Winnebago because everyone goes around the country with their blue hair and their Winnebagos. So I get Winnebago. I look up and I get Winnebago and fall over because a Winnebago is like a camper van. I don't know whether I think you guys get them everywhere. But, yeah, I mix up my words. The eyes are getting there. The eyes are the hardest because elephants have got beautiful, beautiful tan eyes. And I went to Melbourne Zoo, and oh my goodness, I quite often go and I'll take my sketchbook and I'll take all my art stuff and I'll just plonk myself down in front of whatever animal Anyway, this one day I get there and they're moving the elephants because they were having their feet trimmed. And because I was drawing, they let me up close. So I got to sit with these guys and just study them. And, I mean, this isn't the ones at Melbourne Zoo. This is just a photo from Unsplash. But I got to sit with them. And, they're so intricate. The detail in elephants is incredible. And they're such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful animals. I never get sick of drawing elephants. And I have no idea what I was about to talk about, but it's left my head, but it's all good. Yeah, Aurora, oh, my God. I'm forever mixing words up and having a bit of fun with it. People don't know whether to take me serious or not. I'm always getting in trouble. I've got foot in mouth disease. Righto. So now she's darker here. So I've got to work a bit more on her darker here. That's okay because rumour has it artists are a little different. Oh, yeah, out and proud. We're a bit weird. We have artistic temperaments. We are unusual beasts, us artists. I mean, define normal, but I've never met a normal one. Did they try to work out what you are with the trunk? Did they try to work out? No, I wasn't. No, they weren't. I didn't touch them. They didn't touch me. But they are just phenomenal. I'll tell you what we did do, though, because each year for my youngest daughter, or actually both daughters, and it's a bit myself as well, for their birthdays, instead of having a party, we buy them a zoo experience because here you go to the zoos and it's only like 25 or 30 bucks or something per person. And you can go into the enclosure with whichever animal. So we've done giraffes where we all got to feed the giraffes and they are magnificent animals. And we did meerkats. So we got to sit down and have meerkats climbing all over us. That was just the coolest thing because I absolutely love meerkats. They're just so incredible. And yeah, but we haven't done elephants, but you can do an elephant one and you get to scrub them and wash them and do all that kind of stuff. So, learning art, that's yes, definitely better than that. Okay, so now I'm just going to darken up in here a little bit. And I've got to do a bit darker here. And I'm just going to do, I'm not going to do cross hatching in her ears. I'm just going to do little lines. Very light little lines. See, and this is the mesmerising bit. You just do all these little lines and you zone out. You just go, oh, mesmerising, hypnotising, except I've done the wrong direction. Oh, poo, doesn't matter. Okay, well, ears are facing out, so we'll just take them longer, very, very lightly, so they're almost intermittent. And I can darken up underneath so they're not the same length. That's looking better. Learning art or foot and mouth. When you said you had no. Foot, oh, God, no. It's when I did it again. I always say the wrong thing. I'm thinking one thing and a whole other thing comes out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm renowned for it. It's a special gift. It's a superpower, in fact. But yeah, I say the wrong thing all the time. Thanks, Nell. Yeah, foot in mouth, I meant. It's getting there. It's getting there. I've just got to pick out where the darker areas are. So there's a dark area here. And it is so much fun now trying to do ballpoint and figure out how on earth you get areas to still look real with just lines. I've got a lot to learn and I'm going to have an awful fun time doing it because it's fascinating pen stuff. And I've been researching lots of pen artists and there's a few out there, which is cool. Yeah, Africans have the really big ears. These guys are Asian. So, And it depends. Oh, Waldemir's the photographer. There's a fellow, an Australian artist who a lot of his photos, he's David Clode on Unsplash, and he photographs a lot of Australian zoos and things. So a lot of his photographs are around, like they're our elephants at our zoo and stuff like that. So I'll use him a lot as references because they are our animals here in Australia, our zoo animals. So I'm just going to pop her back leg in. So that is going to be completely in shadow. Can't see her other back leg because it's behind this one and sort of behind the calf as well. I'm just going to fill that leg in, and I can go darker with this one, so I'm pushing the pen a little bit heavier. And it doesn't matter that it's a little bit liney because I'll cross hatch it and that'll disappear it a little bit. Got to get back to Friday video. Cool bananas. I'll catch you later, Aurora. Thanks for coming. Can't wait to see your work. Can't wait to see what you've done. All right. So I'm just going to keep going with building up. This back leg is almost completely in darkness. So I'm just literally keeping it going with cross hatching. Starting to look there. Yeah, editing's the time-consuming bit. I don't mind it, don't get me wrong. I quite like it, but it's so time-consuming. Voiceovers, well, I just chat, and it's sort of just the voiceovers come easy, but the cutting and sticking bits in spots and working what keeps and what doesn't is the time-consuming bit. Righto, so pop a bit of a shadow up here, and I can start working on Bub, I reckon. Yep, I'm going to do them all in black. So this is black on my camera. I set the settings on it, and I must have adjusted a setting not quite right, and I didn't notice it until I started actually drawing. I should have done a test run. So it looks bluish, but yeah, it's all going to be in black. So, but it'll just be slightly lighter than her mum. I can darken mum up a bit. So I'll just start popping her detail in now. The little cutie muffin. God, baby elephants are so cute. So I'm just popping her little nose crinkle bits in. We'll just start to build on her. She's got quite a lot of shadow on that undersidey bit. Okay. Yeah, I love them. I love elephants, and their babies are just magic. They are magical, magical creatures. Just divine and so, so intelligent. Majestic, smart, just magnificent. Absolutely adore them. And seals. Oh, my God, seals are right up there, though. I love seals too. Seals are really hard to draw, though. I think I love seals heaps and heaps and heaps, but yeah, they're just so complex to draw because you think they're so simple a shape, a seal, but oh God, they're hard to draw. Because I had the same thing at our zoo. We've got a little rescue baby seal, and for the life of me, I can't remember her name right this second. But again, I was sitting there drawing because I often go to the zoo. I've got a lifetime pass thing, whatever you call it, a member's pass, and I'll go and I'll just sit there and I'll draw all day. I went there the one day, and they were teaching the baby seal that she'd been a rescue. She'd been attacked by a dog on a beach here. And so the zoo had taken her in to see if they could rehabilitate her. But I think the zoo's going to have to keep her. But they were teaching her this day how to have x-rays. So they taught her to run up to a little scales thing, get on the scales and pop her flipper on the x-ray machine and get her little flipper x-rayed. And because I was sitting there drawing, they let me stay and watch all their training. So I just sat there and got to watch them handling the seals, and it was just fascinating, absolutely breathtaking. So, yeah, so just by sitting drawing, art has got me some amazing experiences. Just being an artist has done that for me. Got me to see such beautiful things. Yeah, they do. They have. Oh, hello. Hi, Dora. You're here. Yay. Dora is one of my other buds. We're all in Art Addicts Alliance. We're all in this group, an art group together. So, yay. And we've never managed to cross paths on a live stream, but she's done it. Hey, don't go, Dora. But yeah, so that's another group I'm with, and we do once a month we do a collab, and everyone votes on the Facebook page. So Art Addicts Alliance, have a look it up, guys. And yeah, we all do each month. There's a prompt the last week of the month, and we all do our own interpretation of the prompt and make a video on it, and then we link everyone's together so everyone can get theirs all checked out. Hey, Aldo. Thank you for welcoming everyone. I'm sort of focusing and I'm missing bits of the stream, or the chat. So thank you for that. Very much appreciated. So yeah, I'm just starting on the little bubble lubber, and I'll do her. She's got deep dark shadow just here. So yeah, this is my penbuary piece. I just got home and thought I would do it as a live stream because I can. And yeah, here I is doing it. So this is going to be my penbuary piece for today. So, and she's got quite a dark shadow there, but I've got to be careful not to blend it in too much with Mum's back leg. And she's got deep, dark, wrinkly lines on her belly. So I might just have to darken Mum's leg a little bit more to create a little bit more contrast. And I'm learning pen too, guys. Like, this is something that I'm sort of learning on the fly as well. So I'm going to make mistakes, but that's all what it's all about. It's all about learning and making mistakes. Okay, so that's darkened that leg up. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love elephants. Oh, my God, they're gorgeous little critters. They are gorgeous. Well, they're not little critters. They're giant critters. But they're gorgeous ones. Okay. And, yeah, I'm looking at this eye. She's got wrinkles right around her chin. She's got, like, rolls under her chin. How cute's that? So her little ear comes down like that and folds. So her ear folds just like her mum's. How cute's that? Okay, and she's got a hairy back. She's got a little hairy back. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get that effect in, but I'll just jiggle up just the line on her back so it looks softer and a bit fluffy. Because, yeah, she's got lots of hair. And there's so many cute reference pics of elephants. It's so hard to pick which one to do. I've done quite a lot of elephants over the years in all different mediums. I've done them in pastel, in charcoal, in you name it, I've done them. Never get sick of drawing elephants, and I never get sick of drawing antelopes. I love drawing antelope and kudu and deer and fawns and all that kind of stuff. I just could do them all day, every day. Whoops. I don't know. Oops, Siri jumped in. I must have said something that sounded like her name. Must not say that word. Must not say S-I-R-I, because she will talk to me. All right. So now I'm just going to start adding the detail. Got it? So I've messed up here. I've got to cover this. So I had a body line was in the wrong spot. So I can now cover that up by doing a little bit of crosshatch shadow in the shape of her back skin. And just, you've got to always be aware of following the skin direction And with cross-hatching, that really is helping give the elephant's little wrinkly texture. So I'm going to do the same thing down this leg. It's coming along pretty well. I'm quite happy with this. You watch me now, I've said that. I'm going to smudge it or I'm going to blob it with a bit of stuff that shouldn't be on it. Right, and she's got big wrinkles, big heavy wrinkles on her legs. So, and I'll just soften those a little bit. I can hatch them actually, like that. That baby elephant is just too much. I know, they're so cute. Oh my God, they are so gorgeous. And we've got a young one. We've got a young male elephant at our zoo, and he's a cheeky little bugger. So all the big elephants have to tell him off because he's always getting into mischief. And they're so funny because there's a herd of females, and they're all like, there's the matriarch, and there's the grandmother and the great-grandmother and the mother, and, you know, there's all these generations. And then there's this one boy elephant, and he's the baby, and he's always getting in trouble off the old girls. It's so funny to watch. You know, they're quite cheeky, playful things. And he's got his tusks, but he's lost one. He's damaged one of his tusks, so he's only got one tusk. So he looks a bit wonky, but he's incredibly cute. Incredibly cute. All right, so now I've got to do this other back leg. So I'll just do cross hatching down here. And it's interesting, being at a zoo and observing them, you learn so much about their temperaments, but also about their makeup. Like, their tails are really unusual. Because I just noticed I've got to do his tail. They've got a long bit there, but then their tail the furry bits come off on an angle on the back. They don't just have a normal tuft like elk and antelope and stuff will have. If they've got a long tail, they'll have a fluffy tussocky bit at the end. These guys have like a really rough, coarse, sticky outy bit of fur. So that was something I learned from going and watching them in real life. It's amazing what you pick up by being with them and around them. You get to observe all the little stuff. Okay, we're starting to get there. It's got to darken up the shadows on this side. I've given myself a bit of a line to give me direction to do that. So if I'm missing anything in chat, please forgive me, guys. Yeah, they've got a broom tail. It is like a broom, and it sticks out sideways. But yeah, if I've missed anyone in chat, hi, guys. I'm trying to check every so often, but I'm sure I'm missing people. But thank you all so much for being here. Even if I've missed you, I'm thanking you, one and all. And there are a gorgeous mob of people on here, so everyone will make you feel welcome and chat with you. Because we're all here for the same reason, because we love art. Okay, so pop her shadow, take it down a little bit. I'm going to start on the ground now because they are sort of in shadow. And I'm just going to do big cross hatching just around where the shadow is. And I'm just going to suggest the ground. Yeah, seeing them up close, they are such unusual looking animals. And their eyes, if you look into the eyes of an elephant, You're lagging? Okay, I'll catch you after. Yeah, we've just got up a new internet, so it's actually working really good here. We had terrible internet for such a long time, but we've just got we've just gone off ADSL onto, I forgot what it's called, onto the satellite-y thing. So we've gone from wired hardline to satellite internet, and it is so much better. It used to take me like 5 hours to download a YouTube video, and now it takes me 7 minutes. So it's so good, so good. It's amazing what you persevere with when you have no choice. Okay. So I'm just going to darken up. Then, because it's one of the things I'm currently learning in art class, is be bold with your darks. Whatever you think they need to be, make them darker, because contrast is key. Contrast is the most important thing. So when you think it's dark, go darker. When you think it's light, go darker around it, because that'll give you more light. Your darks give you your lights. So I can see here now, I can start going back, and you haven't missed anything. It's a pen work. It's yeah. You haven't missed much, I can tell you. Not much happens in 5 minutes in pen art. It's like watching grass grow, I'm sure, for you guys. But it's very hypnotic for me. But yeah, mind you, I could happily watch people do this for hours, or I have been watching people do this, especially watching Demus Art. He did a gorilla the other day. I think it might have been on Twitch, actually. And he did the most magnificent gorilla, but the detail. And, yeah, watching him do it in real time was just, I learnt so much about techniques. But with pen, all you've got to do is remember just the direction of the skin or the direction of the fur, and make that the direction of your pen strokes. So I'm just going to fill in bits here and there now, just for definition. We're just looking, we've got to do a bit here. Oops, sorry, I stuck my head in the way then, didn't I? I apologise for my camera. Like I said, I adjusted the settings, but for some reason I've done them wrong. So you can still see it, but it's doing that whole light darky thing. But I'll fix that for next video. That will not happen again. Sorry, guys. But you live and learn. I'm only done half a dozen of these. And I'm not very good at webcams. I love using my mobile phone. My mobile phone's got an awesome camera in it. So I've been using that for my normal videos. And this is a webcam. There's a whole lot more adjustment to do on this. Yeah, we used to have horrible internet here. I was just saying, our internet was so slow and always packed up on us. Like you'd be in the middle of doing something and it'd die on you. So, yeah, and we've only just the last few months got nice, fast internet, which is lucky because we're in the country here. So usually we're the last to get anything. Yeah, did not expect to be getting the fast broadband for quite a few years, but they brought it in early, so it was a bit of a surprise. What am I with? It's not, we had ADSL, the hardwire one. What's it called? It is, I can't remember what it's called now. And I haven't got anything. Hang on, I'm just going to pop up and have a look at the computery thing. Oh, no, it doesn't say on it. It's satellite. It'll come to me. Just leave it with me. The word will pop into my head. For the life of me, I can't remember. I'm not doing words today, apparently. I'm thinking in pictures. I'm not thinking in words. Oh, what's it called? We had ADSL, and now we've got, and it's not coming to my head. But yeah, like I was saying, I've gone from taking 5 to 6 hours to upload a video to like 7 minutes. So it is heaven to be able to to do. I wouldn't have been able to live stream on the old one. There's no way. All I can tell you, it's a satellite dish. I am thinking elephant, except I think elephants have got better memories than me. My memory leaves a lot to be desired. So now I can start darkening bits up. Yeah, elephants never forget. I'm forgetting everything, left, right, and centre. But I'm consistent. Oh, the webcam. The webcam is a Logitech hang on, where's my doodah? The Logitech C922. And because I've got an old computer, there is a new one, a more up-to-date, technologically advanced webcam. But my computer isn't up to running it. Apparently it needs the latest tech, and I don't have, my computer's 10 years old. So I can't have the U-Butte latest, bestest, because my computer just won't run it. So, but this is the C920, C220, what did I say it was? See, I've forgotten already. That was so 5 seconds ago. It's the C922. Oh yeah, oh, see, I've just updated to the iPhone 11, and it's better than my camera. It's got a better camera than my camera. So I'm just hoping that once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can just go over to using that, and it'll be so much better. So I'm just, yeah, that's the plan. I mean, it's probably a year away, but because, I mean, the webcams are fine and everyone uses webcams, but I'm just so comfortable with my phone. And it does have such a great camera in it. And I'm an Apple girl. I've got all iPhones and iPads, and I'm very definitely an Apple fan. I reckon I'm not that far off done, guys. I think I'm sort of fiddling. Let's have a quick look and have a look at her shadows. Okay, so she does have a shadow up here that I've forgotten. So I can start darkening up the darkest bits now. Now it's the fun bit. Now it's the final touches. It's my favourite bit. Favourite bit. Yeah, and I think these ones, the Logitech, aren't too expensive. I mean, they're $100 here in Australia, but we're more expensive than anywhere else, so I'm sure you can get them cheaper over there. Australia's always way more expensive because everything's got to come so much further to get here. So yeah, but I can recommend it because it's friendly on old computers. It works on it works well on good new computers. I haven't figured out. Hi, let's be artistic and Judy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got my Apple phone and I love it, but you can't use it for live stream. I can't use it yet until I get to. I can use it, but it just won't. I can't save the video until I get to 1,000 subscribers. For some reason, it's something to do with the YouTube settings. But so I'm just using this for now. But I mean, it's good, and you can adjust it on your computer. You can adjust your lights and your darks and your zoom and all that sort of stuff. It's taken me a little while to figure that out. But I've only been streaming for like 3 or 4 weeks, so I'm still learning it as well. I'm still learning how to set things and do all that. Right, so it's going to darken up. I'm on my final touches now. I don't reckon there's a whole lot more to do. Just got to do the lightest pen marks up here onto her back. I'm not going to do cross hatching. I'm just going to do very gentle line work. Take that up here. So yeah, loving pen. Pen is so much fun. I'm hoping so, Judy. I'm hoping so. That's the aim. I want to get to my 1,000 by Christmas. I mean, that'd be ideal. I'd love to do that. Not for monetization, just so I can use my bloody iPhone. So yeah. Because I don't care about the monetization. I'm doing this for fun. So, and I love spending time with you guys. I love a chat. You know, there's nothing better. Look at me. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm sitting doing what I love doing, and I'm chatting to you guys, and we're all got the same interest. We're all keen on art. It is just so cool But yeah, thousands of subs, and I can use my mobile, and I'll be beside myself happy. So yeah, and I only started, when did I start? I did my first YouTube video ever in July last year. So I'd never done a video in my life before July. It was the very first time I'd done anything like this. So I thought I'd always watched it and just loved watching it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. So I did it for my birthday. It was my very first YouTube video. So that was a bit of fun, and I've never looked back. I'm totally in love with it. Just love making videos now. I'll be a year in July. Yeah, it'll be a year in July. July the 9th. I think my first video went up. So nearly a year. So what are we now? We're February. Oh, sugars, yeah. Oh, my goodness. February, March, April, May, June, July. Sugars, yeah, only 5 months to go and I'll have been a year. Woohoo. Be a veteran. Yeah, but I'm just tossing around, starting on Twitch as well. So I'll be multitasking, doing both. Because I can get on there and just do this all day if I want. I can just have a camera on in the background and away I go. So, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. That's a bit more technologically advanced for me. And I have kids that are going to help me set it up, but trying to coordinate everyone's a nightmare. How many videos do I have? I have no idea. I'm going to check while we've got you there. I'll just turn on my iPad-y thing and I'll just go over and have a look at my videos. How do I find it? Okay, so I go here. Hang on. I'm just talking. I'm looking up on my iPad to see how many videos I've got. Where does it tell me? Videos. Hit the video button. That doesn't tell me. I need to go to studio, don't I? Do I have to go to studio? I'll go to studio. Oh, hi, Jodie. How you going? I've put up a video every single day for this month. And I will try and put up a video for the rest of this month. And I actually, since October, I did Inktober, and I'm very obsessive. Like once I start doing something, I think I've got a couple of hundred videos, I think. Dora, I can't remember exactly, and I've just looked at my thingy, but I can't find it. So, yeah, I've got coming up to a couple of hundred videos. Oh, hang on, it can't be. I'm going to go back and have a look. Hang on. Where is it? YouTube. How do I do that? Where I go? I'm not very, as you can tell by my voice thing, I'm not very technological. Okay, there we go. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to go back to my picture. And there they are. Okay. So yeah, I've got quite a few videos. I don't know whether you can tell. Have a look at your end. I don't know whether you can tell at your end, Dora, but yeah, go for it. Have a look. Don't know. Lots and lots and lots, because I did one every day for October last year, and I've done one every day pretty much. Well, this month I've done one every single day, and before that I was doing 3 a week. Yeah, I couldn't imagine life without art. Like I was chatting in art class today, one of the ladies I was sitting next to, she said, I'm a bit intimidated, you know, you girls are all such good artists. And I said to her, no, I'm nearly 50. I've been drawing since I was a little kid. Like my first memories, my mum was a potter, and she was a beautiful potter. And when we were little kids, if a pot broke before it went into the kiln, she'd break up the pot and we'd sit on the concrete driveway and just draw with the chalk, because it created chalk basically. So my very first memories are of being a little kid and drawing. I don't ever remember not drawing. So yeah, I'm absolutely passionate about drawing and creating and just art. I love art. Like I go to galleries and I could just sit there all day and just look at you know, everyone's art. It's just, but I love the old masters. Almost 15,000 views. Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. So yeah, it's coming along. But yeah, I'm loving it. And I really enjoy the whole process. So I enjoy the video part as well, luckily. I've enjoyed learning the tech side of it and being able to upload. I have 177. Wow. Okay, there you go. Thanks, guys, because I had no bloody idea how to navigate and find out where it was and how much I'd done. There you go. Yeah, so not bad for, so it was July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 7 months worth of work. So I think that I've posted, as the least I've posted is 3 times a week. But October every day, this month every day. Because I just do it. I'm just arting anyway. I'm drawing anyway. So I just keep at it. I just chuck a camera on and away I go. Because I'm doing it anyway. Might as well share it. Righto, I reckon, don't know what you guys think, but I think I'm going to darken that up. I was just about, you can know I was going to say I'm just about done, and then I thought, nah, start fiddling. So I just darken that bit up, just that fraction more. Just going back into that back end of that bubba. I think we are done, guys. So I'm just going to sign in here and call it a day, I think. So this is my penbuary piece for today, guys. Thank you so much. Did I go to art school? No, I go to art class. I've got 2 awesome art teachers. I've been going for a couple of years now. The drawing is self-taught. That's just years and years of practice and observation. But now I go, because I've always been really bad at mixing colours. So I go to Shay Downer, who's a portraitist, and she's got a website and an Instagram. So her name's Shay Downer. She does the most magnificent human form people portraits. And Will, oh God, I always want to say his name differently. Gosh. He's on Instagram, and his name is William Ritchie, and he's a wildlife artist. And yeah, check his Instagram out. He just does phenomenal work, but he does landscapes, but he incorporates his wildlife into his landscapes. So, but he does the realism of his animals is phenomenal. He's just beautiful. But like, he's done one painting, and it's got, I think it's got like 70. It's a wildlife scene. It's a landscape, but it's got like 70 animals in it. If you look into it, you see little birds in the background, and you'll see cattle in the front, and you'll see different animals. So yeah, it's all good fun. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing this. Oh, hi, Blue Tea. I'm just finishing up, Dale. But thank you so much for popping by. But yeah, just finished. So I'm going to call it a day and let you guys go to bed or have a cuppa. That's okay, Blue Tea. Yeah, I'll do another one next week anyway, because this was an impromptu, just a surprise one. I didn't plan it at all. So yeah, this was sort of like I came home and went, I just want to keep going. So I did. But yeah, anyway, so thank you so much for coming, guys, and I will see you for my next video. Have an awesome day and have an awesome night. Have an awesome dinner, breakfast, all of the above, and I shall see you for the next video. Okie doke. Thanks, guys.